Hi guys, so I'm gonna go through a recap video from the 26th of July, which I believe is a Wednesday. Let me just double check. No, it's a Tuesday. So Tuesday the 26th of July, recap. So this is the 15-minute view. As you can see, we've tapped into this 4-hour demand, and we've tried to, we reacted quite aggressively, but during the week we failed to push higher because this is the high that was supposed to target. Yeah, so when price reacted from this 4-hour demand, because the 4-hour demand holds a lot of weight, so then we expect it to break this structure. But as you can see, it pushed up, retraced, pulled back, and then tried to push up again. Here, we broke above, but we failed to close with a candle body. So this is like a sweep of liquidity. I'm not sure if price reacted to these buy to sell wicks. I think they did, yeah. And then that's what caused a 15-minute break of structure on the 15-minute. So obviously we have this demand, which is not likely to hold, as we've reacted to a supply zone here, and we're failing to push higher. So let's go down to the 1 minute. So in the 1 minute, this is the breakout structure. This here is the change of character. And this is the flip zone. The reason being, obviously this is the last demand. If we just put it as 1 minute, you can see this is demand, and this is the extreme supply zone before this huge momentum to the downside, and then obviously price ranged during the rest of the night. Rest of New York, and then during Asia as well. So in the morning or midnight, mid-morning, whatever. We swept this POI and then started moving down. So obviously we want to follow order flow, which is down at the moment, which is aligned with the 15-minute time frame. As you can see, price pushed down, reacted from something in there. Try to push up, failed to go higher, because obviously if we're going to continue higher, this would be the target. Failed to push higher, instead it pushed lower. So this is the last level of supply before this break. Obviously going into the morning, this is Frankfurt Open, this little line. So on the 1 minute, you can see that we've had breaks of structure internally, because obviously this is the swing structure here to here. Yeah, here to here is the swing bit. So everything inside is internal. The 1 minute break of structure with some inducement above. So obviously price tapped into this 1 minute little range, reacted, and then if you go on the 5 seconds, you could have traded it directly from the 1 minute, the 1 minute, but if you wanted extra confirmation, this would be the seconds entry, which is the same as the 1 minute. Because if you go on the 5 seconds, let me open the gaps candle for you guys. Hey, what's wrong? Oh. So yeah, so you can see this is the last pullback, broke this internal structure, tapped into 1 minute, and then this is the last point of demand. So then obviously we played around. Obviously if we expect to go higher, this should be broken, and this should hold, but instead we reacted from here, tried to push up, and then price broke. So this is the last supply zone. So yeah, this is the 1 minute as well, so you could have just entered right there. Obviously the stop loss could have been a bit smaller, because this is a 1 pip anyway. It would be here. You can do a 0.7 to be on the safe side. Obviously 1 pip is the minimum, because you want to include spread and everything. So that's the first entry, and that's pre Frankfurt Open. And once Frankfurt opened, you could see that it tapped into 15-minute demand. Obviously, we're waiting for the first tap to be swept because it's going to be used as inducement. As you can see, it reacted quite nicely. Didn't really have a 1 minute change of character, but obviously the order flow is bullish on the seconds. And you can see that price is mitigating quite nicely, which is causing this trend line liquidity as well, waiting to be swept. So obviously it reacted from this whole 1 minute. 1 minute, there. And then just, took everyone out if anyone was buying in here. On the 1 minute, I went onto the 1 minute to see what we could refine it down to, and this is the 1 minute on the left. So obviously you can do this, and it's like a flip, and obviously that's the extreme. Oops. So yeah. So since we're tapping into 1 minute extreme, refined, so obviously we can go down on the 5 seconds and be aggressive with it. Because if it does fail, then obviously this would be the low that fails. And we wouldn't be looking for buys anymore. So in the 5 seconds, if I really zoom in, it tapped in this 1 minute, as you can see right there. And then this is the last 5 second supply zone, and then this is the range that it tapped into. So I just took the whole 5 seconds. 50% of the thing is a 2 pip stop loss. You can also refine it really down to this change of character, and then take it from here and then just cover the lows, which would be here. So you could take it down to like a 1 pip stop loss, but obviously you'd rather be safe than sorry. If you could zoom out again. Sorry for so many zooming out, I mean. Yeah, so this hit 10R. Obviously this would be the 1 minute supply, which barely tapped into it, but you can see that it had a aggressive reaction because we just started breaking the bullish order flow into bearish. So then you can have a breaker structure here. There's nothing too clean here, because it's just a 1 candle pullback. So then it's just there. This is one leg to me. There, sweep, and then broke structure, which caused the breaker structure here, which is this 1 minute supply. So then you could have taken this directly off the 1 minute as well. You can see we tried to push up, and then we broke with this really nice 1 minute candle here. So you can just directly take it off that, and then obviously aim for 10R, which it did. I don't think there was a 5 seconds. Let me just quickly go back on it. Here. I don't think there was a 5 seconds in this. If it was a 5 seconds, we would have gotten down quite low in the leg. Yeah, because it would be here, and you would expect it to come back here, but it never did. And then the next would be this break, so this little supply here. But yeah, I wouldn't have taken that. And then where are we now? This is like London, still London. There was 1 minute break of structure here. Obviously, you want to follow the trend, which is going down. On the 5 minutes, not too clean, so that's probably why I didn't take any. But plus, it's in the middle of nowhere, as you can see. This is the range, and then we're just in the middle of no man's land. So it's quite what's the word? Can't remember. So then we've had another break of structure here. We've had a sweep and the break of structure, which is a good entry model. And obviously the change of character here on the 1 minute. So 1 minute extreme would be here. Sweep again, but I don't think it broke. Did it break above here? Yeah, it did. Then obviously we want to wait for confirmation to see if we actually are going to downside or not, because you can see that once we reacted to something here, bullish order flow started coming into play. So this probably was due to news because it's quite a big wick, so it's just like this. and then wait for the break. Personally, this probably would be a risk entry as we haven't had any confirmations to the downside. So yeah, that was a 30-second at the 50%, and this is another 1 minute extreme after this break. And then as you can see, it's swept again, which is fine. Lots of sweeps in this area. But obviously you can see demand is failing. So this is a breakout structure, and then another breakout structure here with the extreme. And then this extreme is quite big, so you can go down to the 5 seconds. And on the 5 seconds, you can see we tried to push up, reacted in this last point of demand, try to push up again, and then this is the last supply that caused this aggressive move down, and this is the last 5 seconds. I mean, you can just make it down to this candle, but I like to use this range. So then obviously take it from there, and then you can set a limit at the open, or the 50% wouldn't have been tagged. But if you missed that entry after this 5 second break, you could just take another off the extreme. But I would suggest that you would cover these highs if you do enter here, just to be on the safe side. So then it runs for 20, I meant not 20, 10R, which is nice. And then that's it, I think. Oh, that's it. Yeah, that's the end of the day. Oh, I didn't realise. Yeah, because 4:30 is quite late in the day. And I don't like to hold trades overnight, so I try to get out before the end of the day. So that is all for the 26th of July. Hopefully that was helpful and insightful. Yeah, and then just basically follow order flow. And then on the 15-minute, as you can see, this 4-hour demand fell to failed to make a new high, so this is weak, so then it gets taken out, which it does, and then obviously this would be taken out as well. On the 1 hour, obviously we still have this range because this is the last break, but it shouldn't hold. I don't think it held on the next day, Wednesday. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and hopefully you found it useful. If you would like more of these videos, just let me know, and I'll try to make more for you guys. Okay, thanks, bye.